Okay, we're simulcasting now at prisonplanet.tv in living color, and on screen we'll put a few of these articles, but it's not just the flu shot. Don't forget the Associated Press from 2 days ago that says polio surge in Nigeria after vaccine virus mutates. So we've got that going on. And I think about how it killed so many people in the 1976 swine flu outbreak, which started at a military base after they vaccinated troops. So after they vaccinate troops, all of this happens. And it's so obvious what they're doing. And they've been caught. The United Nations has been caught over and over again adding hormones to vaccines to sterilize people. They've been caught over and over again carrying these type of things out. And then, of course, you have this article from the Mail Online, from the Sunday Mail. You also have the London Telegraph, BBC. Only a few papers in the U.S. reported on this. That's a whole other facet of this. Shouldn't this be top news everywhere? That they knowingly are covering up the fact that the flu shot is killing large numbers of people that it's tested on because of Guillain-Barré syndrome, which is an autoimmune response basically in the brain, and the brain shuts down and people stop breathing. And there's a whole bunch of brain disorders proven to be caused by vaccines. Swine flu jab link to killer nerve disease. Leaked letters reveals concern of neurologist over 25 deaths in America just in the test. A warning that the new swine flu jab is likely to be a deadly nerve disease and has been linked to it has been sent by the government to senior neurologists in a confidential letter. Let me read that again. A warning that the new swine flu jab is linked to a deadly nerve disease has been sent by the government to senior neurologists in a confidential letter. The letter from the Health Protection Agency, the official body that oversees public health, has been linked to the Mail on Sunday, has been leaked to them, leading to demands to know why the information has not been given to the public before the vaccination of millions of people, including children, begins. Again, the letter, this is so important, I'm reading it twice. The letter from the Health Protection Agency, the official body that oversees the public health, has been leaked to the Mail on Sunday, leading to demands to know why the information has not been given to the public before the vaccination of millions of people, including children, begins. And they're trying to now condition the public that it's the law in Germany, in England, in the United States, in Canada, in Australia, all over the Western world, that you must take the shots. And it's being run by the World Health Organization. They picked the vaccine. They direct its use. They declared level 6. The same UN that's been caught sterilizing people and putting HIV in vaccines and polio in vaccines on record. They were caught again last year, and UN programs giving people polio shots are killing people again. You get the shot, you die from it, from polio. And the AP goes, well, you still need it even though it might kill you. And yeah, it's an accident. Yeah, Hitler accidentally had a mustache. Hitler accidentally wore black uniforms. Hitler accidentally was a Nazi. Birds accidentally fly. Ducks accidentally quack. I mean, I'm just sick of how they just calmly report, oh, yeah, you know, over and over. I see this every few months where different UN programs in Latin America, Asia, Africa, Europe give people the polio, give people HIV, give people bird flu, give people Ebola. The Gardasil's killing masses of people. And it's like, yeah, it kills you. But usually you only have convulsions and get paralyzed. The women are like, good, I want my daughter to have it. In fact, we ought to pull up a Gardasil ad. One of these, my daughter's one less. Yeah, one less that's living. Yeah, Now, there's Irish Health. There's the Irish newspaper. Swine flu vaccine warning to neurologists. But you won't see this in our newspapers because we're the brain damaged people that take whatever they're told. I mean, that's why the public, folks, I'm convinced in the last 10 years, people are more brain damaged. I mean, I talk to adults now and they can barely tie their shoes. They can't stay on task. Is it that they're watching TV all day, or is it the government document how they wanted to sterilize us and dumb us down with chemicals in the water and vaccines? Eco-science. No, they're doing it. I mean, look at everybody. Look what they've done to us. And the public's going to go out and get it. That's why you got people who are 25 years old with Alzheimer's now. I mean, almost everybody I know that takes flu shots who's above 50 can't even hardly talk. They just kind of, I like the government. I mean, literally, what? This is incredible. But they don't advertise it's dangerous, so people don't know. Yeah, my neighbor's 40, he's got cancer. The kid down the street's 9, he's dying of cancer. Yeah, my daughter's got cancer. Here in my office, we have multiple people whose girlfriends and family members who are 21, 25, 30 years old are dying of cancer. I mean, it's just the way things are now, Pretty soon the kids will say, Mommy, is it true kids didn't used to live in wheelchairs and have to be on drugs? No, that's a conspiracy theory, honey. Everyone's always been in a wheelchair and taken 14 injections a day and taken all these pills, THX 1138. Everyone's always had injectors strapped onto their arms. In fact, where's that London Guardian? I kept meaning to get to that, and Rob Dew came in with it. Here's the London Guardian. And I have the Wall Street Journal saying it's a mental illness to want to purify your water. Now, folks, isn't that creepy when the establishment's telling you it's mentally ill to eat healthy and drink clean water? These people mean business, ladies and gentlemen. They mean real business. It's now mentally ill if you don't want to eat GMO. You're now mentally ill. I'll put it down here so you can get a screenshot for folks with the document cam. Healthy food obsession sparks rise in new eating disorder. I've been eating a lot healthier the last 6 months and lost 37 pounds. Other than breaking out, something I hadn't done since I was a teenager, it's been great as all these toxins come out of me. I feel like I'm 18 again or something. I feel great, though. So it says, healthy food obsession sparks rise in new eating disorder. I'm mentally ill because last night I just had an organic cheese sandwich and a salad. I'm mentally ill. They now have orthorexia. See, that's the new disease if you want to eat healthy. You need to be put on drugs. You're mentally ill if you want to eat salads. They have all these new diseases where if you believe in a world government, you're mentally ill. Sufferers like to focus on righteous eating and have rigid rules about avoiding certain foods. Oh, my gosh, they are bad people. Don't worry, though, the priest class of the control freaks, they've got some deadly fluoride-based pills that actually eat holes in your brains. You eat this, you won't worry about nothing. Just take some pills. Be like all the kids on Prozac and Ritalin with the brain shrinkage, the heart swelling, the heart palpitations, all the deaths. Absolutely. Read all those deadly chemicals. Read the insert about all the things it does to you. And then you're normal, though, if you want to eat those pills. But if you want to eat a salad, man, whoa, dude, you're rad. You're radical. Oh, man, dude, I know a dude that only eats organic food, man. He's like really dangerous. God, he's radical. You need to put him in the funny farm. Yeah, he doesn't like eating GMO salmon with cockroach and human genes. Yeah, man, he's weird. Dude, he's weird. They advertise all over the country with beef you can get delivered to your house, and it says grass-fed beef, and it's so weird. The media does pieces about how that's weird. Cows eating grass. Man, that's radical too, dude. What's normal is grinding up the dead cows and dead dogs and dead farm animals, but also your dog dies at the vet. You didn't know they sell it to a facility that's ground into dog food and other animal food, and they mix them all in these awful slurries is what they're called. That's what the term offal means, just the guts out of an animal. And they grind it all up and they feed that to cows. Then they wonder why the cows get mad cow and start growing crystals in their tissue, in their bones, and in muscle that's anywhere near the spinal cord or other central bone structures. See, there's weirdos who say we shouldn't feed rotten animals to cows. They're so radical. I mean, these people are dangerous. Of course cows are only supposed to eat meat. Rotten meat at that. Man, I'm glad I'm not one of these people that thinks you should eat healthy. I mean, and I'm glad I'm not one of these people that